Hey guys, how are we doing? Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. And today we've got a shitload to talk about again. I'm going to talk about, obviously, potentially $1 billion coming onto the XRP ledger. Well, not potentially, $1 billion are going to be coming onto the XRP ledger. Going to get into that later. There's some meme coins that I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about that later. Not actually on the XRP ledger this time, just memes in general, which I know is going to sound a bit weird because it's not really what I talk about, but there's something I need to tell you about there. And then I'm going to start with just a general update on the market. So I posted this morning, some random thoughts. The DXY continues to send, so the DXY is pushing up towards the 105 level. It's at 104.3 right now. 105.8 is around the top of the range. Could we find some resistance here at like 104.7? Yes, potentially, but is it going to do what I said and have like a parabolic push before like a larger flush down? What would that come off? Maybe some bad news or something like that. That's what I've been looking for, something like that. Not, again, looking is the wrong word. I've been on my radar is that there could be something bad around the corner. I've been saying that a lot. DXY is kind of signaling that. I've just closed one thing that I shouldn't really have closed. Anyway, continuing, looking at USD JPY. Obviously, this is one of the things that USD is picking up strength against. Look at the state of this. After that flush down, the unwind of the Japanese yen carry trade, the dollar has rebounded pretty fast in strength. I will be looking at this area here, this trend line, to see if there's any sort of reaction there, about 155, potentially for a confirmation of a bearish continuation. That's where you'd be looking to enter a short, probably if you were a trader, bang on that line. Let's see what happens there. Again, we're looking nearly in the overbought area on the RSI. See how high that can climb or what happens next. The next thing I looked at was gold. Gold is actually going parabolic right now. Look at the state of it on the daily time frame. It's almost up only. If I just zoom out of this chart a little bit, look how that is climbing. I would presume at some point there is a back test at least of the breakout level down at 2000, but maybe not. Maybe we've seen 2000 and now it's gone, because this is quite a vast increase on the weekly time frame. It's literally looks like bubble structure almost. But something that I pointed out is when we get to these like overbought areas on the weekly, we do continue to rally often, and the 3 monthly is the one that's really important to me for gold. When we've been in the overbought area on the 3 monthly, we've seen vast increases in gold price action. Look, for example, here from July 2005 to January 2013, so 8 years, from when it enters the overbought to when it leaves the overbought area on the 3 monthly, we see a 263% increase in gold. Similarly, when we were back here in 1978 to 81, in that 3-year period, from where we entered and then left the overbought area, we saw a 179% increase. And then in the 71 to 1975, when we entered and left the overbought area, 301% increase. So we're looking at about 200 and something percent increase in gold from when we entered the overbought area. And like I've obviously got these little boxes drawn on, but 271% from... It's looking towards like a $10,000 gold price target over the next few years. And that sounds unrealistic and crazy, but that's what history is basically telling us if we repeat. And on the larger time frames, it's more accurate. So that is something I'd probably be keeping your eye out for. Then I finally talked about Bitcoin, I think. Yep, I talked about Bitcoin then. So let's just look at Bitcoin. I'll show you what I'm looking at there. Gonna have to have a look on the daily time frame here, because it's gonna show you what I'm looking for particularly. Not for, again, looking at got my open interest here, and I've got the RSI open as well, because I closed the open interest. It's not going to have what I had drawn onto it, which is this. This will show you what I had drawn on. I was like that, and I also drew this in here. Bang. Basically saying every single time Bitcoin's open interest has touched this box here that we're in now, we've seen quite a strong rejection from price action. And you can see, first off is this area here. We touched it a few times at the top of the range, and then we saw quite a significant pullback. When we saw the pullback in open interest, we saw a pullback of, to the bottom, 20%. The next time we got up into this box, was about this area. Then we saw a pullback when the open interest flushed out. Didn't get as big a flush in open interest, but still pulled back 24%. And then we moved up into the area again, which is here. And when we moved up into the area again, when we got the flush down, which is one of the more aggressive flushes that we got, it was a 30% pullback. Here, we got a smaller pullback, but barely a pullback in open interest of 11%. I'm thinking we get a flush all the way down to at least the $50,000 range, potentially the 48,000, and wick out or stop out people who have leveraged longs with stop losses down there. If we get the pullback, it's that, or we have a great rotation of the capital moving away from gold and moving away from the DXY. The DXY comes down, gold market cap rotates and goes into crypto, and we start blowing up in terms of price action. Absolutely sending it is what the other option is. After we get this pullback, if we get the pullback that I think we could get, then I think we blow up in terms of up to the upside anyway. So either way, medium to long term, I've been saying I think we blow up. In the short term, I think we come down. And my narrative for it, as you guys know, is a war. I think the war's going to escalate. It's quiet at the minute. Everyone's like, hush, hush. We've got 2 weeks now till the election, maybe 3 weeks, 2.5. It's dangerous territory. I thought towards the end of October we'd start going up, but I did think between when I was talking about that to now, we would have some sort of pullback, and we haven't had that. So I'm still on edge. I'm still looking. Charts say what they say, and we've just got to react to them if we get anything. So just keep yourself prepared for that. I'm sitting in spot, as you guys know, and I'm ready for whatever might happen. I'm just basically spectating at this point. If we look at liquidity pools for Bitcoin, we'll look on the hourly time frame. We can see we've got some liquidity up above us here at 69,000, and then a bit of a pull down here at 56. If we go to the daily time frame, it's where it's more clear. If this loads, let's have a look. The daily time frame is looking different. On the daily time frame, we've got the deep liquidity down here at the 46 sort of thousand area, but there is liquidity increasing above us here for Bitcoin. So, and people jumping in short in the last few days, look, could bring us all the way up to 83,000 if we start to squeeze out, and then we can leave this liquidity behind like we have in the past. So this is why I'm on the fence basically. So I'm going to finish by talking about some XRP news. But I've just got, before that, I've been talking and reading about memes a lot more recently, and this is something that blew my mind. If you haven't heard of this before, go and check this out. Check this video out by A16Z, how an AI bot became a crypto millionaire. Basically, Truth Terminal is an AI bot that created some narratives and then basically helped a meme, which the meme is called GOAT, pump to 575 million in market cap with 8 million of liquidity in just like, I think a week. I think this token's been out for a week. I'm not invested. I'm probably not going to buy any because I don't know if I've missed it or what, but an AI has created, it's got 111,000 followers on X. I've just lost that page now. God damn it. I think David. Yeah, he has. He basically says, the economic singularity is coming even faster than Raul and I imagined. He's talking about the bot that I'm talking about. It's incredible. I'm actually genuinely blown away by this. It's insane. The bot's got 100 and something, some of the things that it talks about, but it also is good at harnessing attention. Look at the reactions it gets to its tweets. It's incredible. Off the, someone else was with the community had made a bot that they wanted to somehow save the rainforest with. Like, they were talking about mushrooms and how that they can enhance people and all this sort of stuff, and the connection of people to forests. And then now at the back of that, the bot that they were using to do this has created a meme coin called Forest that has grown to a certain market cap they're using to donate to rainforests and stuff. It's blowing my mind, genuinely. The future is going to be more crazy than you could ever possibly imagine, and I'm just trying to get my head around it as it happens. It scares me a lot. I'm going to finish with XRP because it's starting to make me feel weird talking about it, talking about memes and bots and stuff. But to finish, Aurum launches $1 billion tokenized equity and debt fund on the XRP ledger. I didn't get the tag right because I was getting excited when I tweeted it. It's actually these guys, Zion X Inc. They're the ones launching the fund. This fund is huge. It would be bigger than anything BlackRock have tokenized on Ethereum so far, and it's investing. It will focus on data center investments from US, UAE, Saudi, India, and Europe. The world's first combined equity and debt tokenized fund, and it's on the XRP ledger. I think the XRP ledger is going to lead in the real world asset narrative, and I think that's going to be probably one of the main narratives this cycle. And yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. Let me know what you think. That's some huge news. Also, Ripple did a partnership with these guys. I can't pronounce their name, but it's basically BBVA in Turkey, who are essentially using Ripple as a custodian for their crypto platform, and they're also working with IBM. So some big announcements coming, guys. Hopefully at the other side of this potential instability, we can see some big fat green candles. We're all ready for it. We're waiting for it. And the future looks more crazy than I could ever imagine. And it looks like it. What do you guys think in the comments? If you did enjoy the video, please do share it with a friend. And let me, yeah, as I said, let me know. Subscribe if you don't already. Things are really heating up out there. Peace up, A-Town Downs, Crypto Insight UK would say.